You getting tired of zip tying your cameras, or the straps break, or things break, and your camera gets all cattywampus, and then you just don't get good pictures? We have a solution. The TMate by Gunny Art Products. Stay tuned.
Do you think he exploded? I don't know.
All right, game cameras have become a pretty societal norm, and they're really handy tools, as you know, especially here in Texas and other states where you're really managing your deer. I use them a lot for hog hunting, just to find the big fat ones and try to kill those guys. I've had this camera out, one of the little clips broke, and I've been playing around with Gunny Arts Products TMate. Okay, I just showed that. This is a really cool product. I wasn't real certain about it, that I would use it when I first got it. When he sent it to me, I was like, well, that's, sounds interesting. And then I got to play with it, and man, I think he solved a lot of problems, and I'll tell you why. All of these cameras have a standard mount on them for a screw to go into. And he's built this plate that goes on a T-post, and there's a screw in the bottom of it, and it can be moved to right here if the screws on the back. This one has it only on the bottom, okay? You put the screw into that mount there, and voila, you have your game camera on something that's super solid. Now let's see how it mounts on a T-post, which makes it super incredibly awesome. All right, so T-posts are T-shaped for Troy, of course. And he's cut a slot into this mount that goes on a T-post. You just stick it on like that, shove her through, and it rides the teeth down as high or as low on the post as you want it. Now you might say, but how do you secure it onto the T-post? Well, he thought of that. So he's got this fancy schmancy little key, and it goes through this slot right here, and there's a slot on the other side, and it hooks on to the T-post like that. And then you drop, if you're not trying to secure it like you're on private property or whatever, on the other side he's got a pretty good size hole, and there's a carabiner that's included in the pack. You do that, and it stays there. And then you take your T-post and drive it in the ground. Obviously, you're gonna wanna drive the post before, you don't wanna break your camera, right? But you get the idea how secure that is. Okay? Cows, pigs, everything bumping it, won't turn them cattywampus. Here's a couple of pictures of some great cameras at my place that I've zip tied and strapped, and the cows bump them or they get turned. God forbid the trees blow over. Now, one thing that's interesting about this, for you like Midwestern guys, so yeah, I'm in Texas, accuse me of baiting, blah, 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 but we don't all hunt just the feeders. So I'm here at the Test Lab 2, and you can see this fence is just solid brush, okay, down the other side of the truck. There's feeders over the hill here, a couple of 100 yards away, and there's water on that side. And then there's just this gap in the fence. Obviously, it's beat up trail right here. And then it goes off into the thick stuff. It's kind of a hassle. Trimming the trees out, you'd get like sideways shots of them and stuff, but you would ideally want this view. You could back up right here. You could drive a T-post right here. This is the trail they're walking down. Drive a T-post right here and face the camera right into that direct, vice versa. You could walk into the trail a little bit. Pretty good tracks in here. Kind of beat up and tore up, right? It turns right here. You could mount the post right here, okay? Drive a post right here, stand it up, face the camera that way, and you would get head on, and you'd get a lot of photographs. So for you guys in the Midwest and stuff, we were just trail hunting, or people like me, I like to get off the feeders and hunt deer off the trails. It seems to work a little better for the bigger deer. You could actually try to pick them up and see what they're doing, time of day and all that stuff. For you guys with feeder pins, in any deer feeder situation, you just take your T-post, drive it exactly where you want it, and then put the camera on there. You're gonna get used to it. I mean, you already have a giant feeder that spins every day and makes a bunch of racket. It's not like you're disrupting anything. So I'd recommend getting you the TMate from Gunny Art Products. Like I said, when I first got this, I was on the fence. I was like, I don't know if this thing's gonna be worthwhile, but man, after mounting it, that camera's been out here a few days. I broke off one of the clips and it just keeps working. And the camera stays straight, doesn't bend, solidly built and easy to install. Drive your T-post wherever you want it, or put it on a fence, or on your feeder pin posts, which are usually T-posts, and get you great photographs. Kill you a good deer this year. This is the Ranch Fairy. Subscribe to the channel. There'll be more reviews. This is a killer product. I shoot a lot of stuff with bow and arrows and guns, do some fishing, and I highly recommend you go check out the other stuff on my channel. This is the review of the TMate game camera mount for a T-post, and that is really pretty slick and handy. Ranch Fairy out.